The day I stopped covering for her. I live in a small coastal town. Everyone knows everyone, including who parks where, who fights, who pretends. Mira moved into the duplex beside mine last spring. Bright smile, soft voice, always in crisis. At first, I thought she was unlucky. Then I realized she was strategic. She told everyone she was devoted to a man working on an oil rig overseas, gone for months at a time. She said she was waiting, faithful, patient, rare. But at night, her driveway was often empty. She had keys to her manager's lake house. He was married, 2 children, respected in town. When his wife discovered everything, the narrative shifted. Mira became the victim. She said he pressured her, said she was manipulated, said she never wanted it. Yet, she waited outside his office, left notes on his windshield, called from unknown numbers. Then there were others. A fitness coach, a musician, a contractor renovating a cafe. All harmless, all temporary. Still, she kept visiting the oil rig boyfriend's mother, bringing desserts, posting filtered photos, acting like family. He had no idea. The first crack between us was small. She asked to borrow my car, said hers had transmission trouble. I agreed, with one rule: return it before my hospital shift. She didn't. I woke to a flood of messages, calling me selfish, rigid, unsupportive. She arrived at my door, pounding, shouting, neighbors staring through blinds. I told her to leave. She refused. Something inside me shifted. Days later, her brother stopped me outside, asked if I'd seen her. She had stormed into her manager's office, thrown a mug of tea, scratched his cheek, then walked onto the expressway, trying to hitch a ride. Authorities were called. So were her parents. 2 nights after that, the offshore boyfriend contacted me. His voice uncertain. He said she disappeared for hours, said she claimed blackmail, said she swore nothing physical happened. He asked if it was true. I paused. Then I said, "You should ask her why she has keys to a married man's lake house." Silence. He replied, "We're not together." I understood. She built a relationship alone. 3 days later, her parents announced an engagement to a software engineer from another city. Stable, respected, kind. He recognized my car outside her unit, called to greet me, said he felt lucky, said he trusted her completely. I didn't intend to speak, but I did. No drama, no exaggeration, just facts, incidents, names, public records. His family verified quietly. The engagement ended within days. Mira came to my door, not crying, enraged. She said I destroyed her future, said I was bitter, said I envied her life. Her life. The shouting lasted an hour, then came messages, blame, threats, claims she would harm herself, all directed at me. I contacted her parents. I blocked her number. I stepped back. Nothing happened. The duplex next door is silent now. No midnight engines, no screaming, no chaos. The man she almost married sent one message: "Thank you." I didn't reply. For years, I believed loyalty meant silence. I believed kindness meant protection. Now I know truth is not cruelty. It is a boundary. I didn't ruin her life. I stopped shielding it. So tell me, was I wrong for finally choosing peace? The truth didn't end here. Some lies take longer to uncover. This was only the first secret. Not every exposure is this simple. The next one cost more. I thought that was the last time I would speak. I was wrong. Some stories don't stay buried, and the next one was closer than I expected. I didn't know then that another mask was about to fall. I exposed. I am 19.
I still live in the same brick house at the edge of town. 2 stories, narrow driveway, paint fading near the shutters. My sister, Clara, is 2 years younger. She has always been lighter, not in skin, in treatment. I bought my first laptop with money from stocking shelves. Clara received hers wrapped in silver paper on a random Tuesday. I paid insurance on my car. Clara was handed keys, newer, cleaner, no conditions. I told myself it didn't matter. I took a gap year, working double shifts at a hardware store, saving for technical school. One evening, I passed the dining room, heard my parents discussing tuition, numbers, large ones. They were planning to cover all of Clara's college expenses. I stood behind the wall, phone in hand, recording. I walked in, asked calmly if they planned to help me too. My mother, Janice, said Clara needed more support. My father, Leon, said I was independent, said I should be proud of that. I asked why independence required rent. They didn't like that. Leon told me if I disliked their rules, I could leave. I reminded him I paid to stay. He said that didn't matter. I went to my room and listened to the recording, once, twice. Then I posted it. No music, no filters, just the conversation. And a caption, "This is what fairness sounds like." Within hours, my phone lit up. Relatives, friends of relatives, neighbors. By evening, they were at my door. Leon yelling about embarrassment, about disrespect. Janice crying about family privacy. The next afternoon, my grandparents arrived. Arthur and Denise, quiet people, rarely dramatic. They asked everyone to sit. I learned something new. For years, they had been sending money, monthly, to help with household expenses and to build equal college funds for Clara and me. Equal. My parents had been funneling most of it toward Clara. Her car came from that account. Her future tuition was already reserved. Mine was not. Clara looked stunned. She said she noticed the difference, but never knew why. Arthur stood up, said he did not raise Leon to play favorites, said the transfers would stop immediately. Janice sobbed, said I should have handled this privately. There had been nothing private about imbalance. That night, my grandparents offered a room, smaller house, but stable. I called them the next morning, said yes. When I told my parents, Leon stared at me as if I had betrayed him. Janice asked how they would manage the mortgage without my rent. I asked if Clara would ever have paid rent. Silence. Arthur returned with a moving truck, Saturday morning. Boxes stacked in the driveway. Leon tried to block the hallway, said he spoke in anger, said I misunderstood. Arthur reminded him, words have weight. Clara hugged me, awkward, unsure. I told her this wasn't about her. It was about balance. By sunset, my room was empty. I drove away without music. Now I sleep in a smaller space, fresh paint, quiet hallway. Denise leaves tea outside my door. Arthur asks about my shifts. I still work, still saving, but now the money is mine. I didn't expose them to humiliate them. I exposed them because pretending was costing me more.